Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Lost Mine podcast. It is I, Landon. Here I am with Lucas. How is Lucas doing today?
Lucas is doing good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I am currently in Fort St. John, British Columbia, for work. So
Yeah,
up
that's
here.
kind of sick.
The Northern Lights are on tonight, so I'm gonna watch the Northern Lights after this. I think I'm gonna go outside.
That's sick. Are you not going? Didn't the government pay for your entire trip?
Well, yeah, I work for the government, so basically, they just had a staffing shortage up north, so they just sent out an email to everybody and said, "Who wants to go up there?" So yeah, I got my travel and my hotel and my food paid for. I'm just up here working. So
W.
sometimes working for the government is good. I don't know. It's been doing me well so far, but
True. Okay. Well, I mean, I went to. I know you didn't go to any leagues this week, but I went to one.
Very good. How'd you do?
Not well. I played control and I just wasn't ready for the meta. Not sure about control yet. Seems fine. Seems good, but seems good.
It is a good deck. I'm just I think once Blood Moon Ursaluna comes out, that deck will be crazy, and like borderline S tier. That card's so broken, by the way. But anyways, I don't know. Currently, I just think control just kind of has like, for me, it's too much of like an auto loss versus auto win. Sure, you can like outplay matchups, and you were saying you had like some lines into Guardy, but
it's like not amazing though.
no, I just think like, I don't know, obviously control's great, but especially when Charizard players are playing like double Tarot Yelch now. It's not even like free for Zard anymore.
It's still probably favored. It's still favored in my opinion. Like I think the matchups look good.
Oh yeah, it's just like not like auto like it was before. But anyways, I think today we had quite a few tournaments last weekend. We had Perth, we had a Singapore league, and we had obviously Orlando. So we got quite a bit of decks to look at here. I think it's going to be interesting to kind of look at like just the evolution of EUIC, the first tournament. People have that first tournament's results to look at. I think that kind of reflected like the uptick of Gardevoir over some tournaments.
Yeah.
And then obviously like the winner Liam of Orlando was just literally playing towards 60 with a Charmeleon. Did I not say last week that people are just going to play towards list with second Charmeleon? I literally said that. It's on tape. I said that. When's the tournament?
My go. Sorry that my camera was shaky. My go. I was shaking the camera a bit because I was moving. Nah. Yeah, that's really sick. I think that double Charmeleon is really good into the uptick of like that Regieleki version is.
We should just put the list on screen now.
Yeah, actually, let's do it.
We're doing Orlando, Perth, and Singapore League. I don't know. I should know. But it's just Singapore's one city, so I guess it would just be Singapore League.
Singapore Regional League.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're just going to be talking about it in depth.
With out a Jirachi and with a Charmeleon.
Yeah, this is towards 60.
Can you do the full screen again, please?
Yes. I think that this 60 is very strong. I'm not a huge fan of the 3 Arven, 3 Iono, but I mean, it's done well at multiple events, so I can't really be blaming it.
Really has won both of them.
Yeah, so something's going well there. I tried Cleffa in my Zard list. It's actually like surprisingly good.
No, it's sweet. I like that you can buddy Poffin for it.
Oh, maybe I didn't try Cleffa. I don't know. But I remember playing Cleffa in a deck, and it was really good. So, yeah.
But this is literally just towards 60 minus Jirachi plus Charmeleon. Was Tor playing Blazing Destruction? That's interesting. I feel like Ember is just better than Blazing Destruction.
Oh yeah. There's a Charmander split too, so it's 2 cards off technically.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the Ember Charmander is definitely better than the Blazing Destruction Charmander, but
I agree. I'm also curious if it's worth. Probably is, but playing like I said last week, the Heat Tackle Charmeleon would be nice to have as a second copy.
Yeah.
Like obviously it's worth looking to Devo, but like then you actually have a control matchup. Like I think that noticeably changes your control matchup.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's nice to have the double Flare Veil because without Jirachi, it's nice to just be able to go Charmeleon, be immune to Lost Box.
It is. Like we were already doing fine without that. Like we didn't play Jirachi with one Charmeleon, and I felt like my Lost Box matchup was totally fine and like favored even.
Oh yeah, favored, but that's because we were playing Eerie Mist. This 60 is not playing Eerie Mist.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
I feel like the double Charmeleon is pretty good. I feel like no, not the double Charmeleon. I think the double Flare Veil is pretty good. It's good into definitely good into.
Well, obviously, it's better than the other one into like most things, but the 70 damage would come up against control, and then you can max. Oh, you don't play max spells, so never mind. That number doesn't matter.
Yeah, you play Prime Catcher. Yeah. The Prime Catcher is
noticeably different into control with that card.
I was playing a Charizard list today that was playing Prime Catcher. So I was just playing Liam's list, and I was playing Cleffa. I don't know if I used it, though. But Prime Catcher is, like, very good in Charizard.
I agree. I've been of the opinion that Prime Catcher is better, but I just thought you couldn't win Mirror without it, but obviously that's not true. So.
Yeah, silly Landen, shmilly.
But Prime Catcher is, like, definitely way better into, like, everything but Chen Pao and Mirror.
Yeah.
Which I think Prime Catcher still is good in Mirror with the Defiance Span.
That's true.
Because honestly, not that often were you trying to kill Pidgeot on 4 anyways. Like, it's very good, but, like, it wasn't even always the best play. So, I definitely think.
I felt like it was always the best play when you could go, like, counter catch maximum belt, kill Pidgeot. That just felt like you were in a way better position now that you did that play than if you had.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. I'm just saying it wasn't always the best.
Yeah.
There was both days I felt like I wanted to punch Zard more than the Pidgeot.
Yeah, this matchup is looking like more and more like Eternatus VMAX mirrors, where it was just whoever punches the Zard, the big thing first wins.
What? No way. This is playing double Turo. This matchup is so this matchup is so grindy. Yeah, now that everyone's playing double Turo, and I think Tord's list is like.
But no, it's still that because it's 180, and then they have to Turo first. So then you go into a Turo exchange, and then you're still winning because you got the first hit in.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I think there's still other factors that go into it.
There is other factors, but it's like very good to get the first hit into a Charizard.
I'm not disagreeing that it is, but I don't think you just automatically win if you hit first.
Yeah. I don't know. The Barbarrel, I'm starting to like this version a lot. Like, the Barbarrel is just beating that Regieleki stuff.
This is the best way to play Charizard, 100%. I think that there's no contesting that. Yeah. I think this is just...
Cannot believe that Team yells cheers in Charizard.
Well, it's just super nice. It's so nice that it can't get airied or Misfortune Sistered. It also gets back Pokemon. It gets back 3 supporters. I don't know. I think the Yells Cheer is pretty sick. Prime Catcher is really broken into most other things. I'm curious how the Chen Pao matchup is definitely not favored anymore, I don't think. I mean, maybe it's slightly, but no Airy, no Max Belt into Chen Pao is a little scary. Because with Max Belt, it was like free. It was still easy.
Yeah, I don't know how this deck would go into C-Pao. When I was playing the Prime Catcher version, I haven't really played much Charizard since EUIC. Because, my losses felt so out of my control at EUIC. It was insane. So... Yeah, I am. So, I've been playing... I just haven't been playing Charizard, but when I played a few games again with it today, where was I going with that?
I have no idea.
I forgot. I had a plan for that sentence, and then it just stopped.
It's gone?
It's gone.
Out of there?
Yeah, it's gone. Sorry, guys. Well, yeah, I think... Oh, wait, it's nearly here. That's fine. Oh, yeah. Jeez, man, it's completely gone. Okay, Landon, say something, please.
Okay. 30 seconds later, we are here with congratulations to Liam. We've seen this list pretty much identical. I think we can move on to the next one.
We can move on to the next one for sure. Ancient Bucks. Big thing is they're playing a Fire Energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Man, why are we living in the timeline where everyone's playing Fighting Energy?
They're only playing one Fighting Energy.
But no Dark Patch is the big thing. Even play just an amount of Dark Patch. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like wrong entirely because other people are doing this, but it just feels so bad that you can't make an attack if you don't have energy in play without playing Sauna. It's just...
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
I kind of like the Koraidon for early game damage,
you're relying so hard on Sauna.
Yeah.
That's just my beef. That's my beef, man.
I don't know. I mean, I liked our version. I played it to a tournament like a while ago, and I liked it because you were playing the Triple Tusk, the 1 Moonix, the 4 Baby Moons, the 4 Fluttermanes. So those were only ancient Pokemon, and then you were just playing like 7 dark and dark.
We're playing 9 dark.
Oh yeah,
I think
9.
the only thing I would really change about the list to this day is I'd probably cut the 9th dark for superior energy retrieval. I did not have that technology at that time. I was not that broken to think of superior. Superior is really nice to just like guarantee you attachments and concealed cards for like most of the time when you play it. It's like pretty close to the rest of the game.
And discarding ancient cards. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really
and-
sick.
Super gas.
By the way, shout out to this guy. Shout out to Jake Ewart for not beating Liam in game 2 because he prized 2 ancient cards as his last prizes.
It's pretty tough. I mean, you do play like 29 of them, so it's not that unlikely that your last 2 prizes are them. It's like pretty close to 50-50 chance.
Oh yeah, because wait, you're playing.
He's been 29, I think. On the
24,
stream, I haven't.
29. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's pretty much 50-50 that his last 2 prizes would be ancient Pokemon, or ancient cards. I don't think that's that far-fetched.
Yeah, but it's just unfortunate.
I do think that Cobalion is not bad in this. Like, I played against a guy at EUIC who was playing Cobalion, and it did get him the one shot when it would not have. Like, it is 3 versus 1 slot. It's like having 2 extra ancient cards in your deck, basically, when you have Cobalion and Gizzard.
Yeah, Cobalion's kind of sick, actually. Cobalion makes it way more achievable to hit these one-shots on Zards.
Yeah.
Like, you would have to discard, it's 26 out of your 29, and that's insane to hit. That's an insane ask. Like, I think Cobalion could be pretty worth, but, like, what would you cut? Would you just cut, like...
No, you probably cut an ancient card. I don't know what you'd cut from this list specifically. Like, do you really need Lost Vacuum in here? Like, I don't know what that's really for. Other than, obviously, tools, but...
Yeah, what is that specifically for?
Uh,
Oh.
I guess it's kind of like nice if you had Pokestop in play. You could like vacuum your Pokestop and use it
That
twice in the turn.
surely is not the reason.
No, that's not the line. That's probably bonus. Also, what are we using Penny for?
Well, Penny is just nice for, like, because your deck is definitely tanky in the beginning. So, like, you can go Ancient Booster to your Roaring Moon, and then you can go Penny the Roaring Moon. So it
I guess
nullifies
not
damage.
bad. And like it's probably good into control.
Yeah, it's
obviously.
good into control because, like, you'll often have to bench, often you'll have, like, an extra Pokemon, and then you'll just go Penny, and because most lists aren't playing Erika's, it's like, dang, that's, like, my one win con gone, unless they're playing Noivern, and then if they're playing Noivern, you just have to Great Tusk them, but if they're playing Noivern, you just Fire Energy Shred them, but then if they're playing the Boufflant, they just Boufflant the Fire Energy, so it's like a whole thing, but the Fire Energy at least gives you, like, a line. You can go, like, 130, 130. Oh, that might be what it is. Like, Lost Vacuum's also really good into control, because then you're making sure that it's a 2-shot instead of a 3-shot, because if they Hero's Cape, then it would be a 3-shot without the Vacuum, and then there's just, like, it's close to no reason, because they have more time to Boufflant you. So being able to go, like, Shred, Vacuum, Shred is really nice. What? Why are you cracking up?
Oh, sorry. I just you're so funny when you go on the control rants, bro.
I like control.
Yeah, sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. It's just like this is exactly what we do. Lucas does when we're testing. He'll just like start ranting about control.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
What was the stupidest controllers you've seen me make? I remember you telling me one.
It was probably we talked about this when we were getting fish and chips in London. It's the one where you were playing like Gothitelle and like Zoroark.
Yeah,
you were like cheating stage ones into play, and then you were like candying your Gothitelle, and like it was bad. You were playing like Wug Trio and like Electivire.
That's not control. That's just Zoroark box. I think it was Zoroark box with the idea that you could just like put them to 1 with Iona late game and Gothitelle.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyways, Ancient Box maybe.
Control. I like the. I don't know.
Talk about control when there's a control list on the screen.
Oh, true. That will happen eventually here. Will it happen eventually? None of them did well.
Yeah. I don't know.
Great Tusk. What do you think about one of Great Tusk in this deck? I like the alternate.
I like it. Like it's just a win con, especially like he probably did win some games because people weren't expecting it. They just like would not expect this in this version with the Koraidons.
Yeah. So you probably got like 1 or 2 games, and it's also good into control because then you got like Sada, but then control just doesn't even care because they like cheat you, or you Luxray their extra things in their hand, so it's like weird. I made sure not to rant there again. Oh no, you ding.
My ding is so loud.
Your ding is very loud.
Stop dinging me. I can't even turn that down. Can I like mute that?
Okay, well, while he's figuring it out, I mean, I don't know. This deck is, I mean, surely there's something up with the Koraidons if people have been doing consistently well with it, and it's been the only version that's been doing well. And like we've been on, like we told Nathan Stratford about like you responded to one of his tweets being like, bro, why are we playing Koraidons? And then it's like he's like, oh, well, I just like it. So it's like even with the consideration of not playing Koraidons, people were still like, Koraidon's a very good card, and then proceeded to do pretty okay with it, pretty well. So maybe Koraidon is just right. Maybe Koraidon's correct. I don't know.
I'm still a Koraidon hater.
Koraidon is in
Yeah, maybe I should just play Roaring Moon to the next regional and play the list that we've been playing and just prove people wrong. Maybe that's the move.
True. Do it. Bring it to LA.
Okay, next deck.
Sick. Shout out to Jake Ewert. Good job. Joshua Frank. So, Guardy came third. This list is very nice. Very close to Fabiano's list from EUIC. But what are you doing that face about?
That's not his name.
Oh, please tell. I might have gotten them mixed up with the chess grandmaster. It is. Oh, it's Fabian. My bad. Sorry. I got him mixed up with Fabiano.
That's
Caruana.
like when you call. Should I call you out about Pablo Meza?
No. I made a mistake. Okay. I sometimes get people's names wrong.
So, how old were you when this happened?
Like 11.
So Lucas walks up to Pablo Meza.
No,
and says,
it was on his Twitch stream. It was on his Twitch stream.
Oh, sorry.
It's less bad.
Wait, you typed that in chat?
Yes,
like you had the ability
I typed that into a Twitch chat. Okay,
Bro,
I don't want to hear it.
You're watching the guy's stream. His name was probably on there.
His name
somewhere.
was not on the stream.
Anyways, Lucas called Pablo Meza Pedro Meza.
I knew it was
This
Pablo.
guy's a menace.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Okay, fine. I'll take it out of part of
Fabian. I'm sorry. I got him mixed. Okay, at least I got him mixed up with like a very like intelligent, very very smart guy. Like I don't know. I'm sure. At least I didn't like get him mixed up with some like non-intelligent. I gotta stop. I'm digging myself a deeper hole here. Okay.
You are.
Okay. So very close to Fabian's 60. With the Eerie and the Klefki Mimikyu, which Stefan Ivanov played a close 60 to this. It did well in EUIC. Some people
Lucas, stop shuffling cards.
Oh yeah, sorry, you can pick that up. My bad.
Absolutely.
My bad.
Continue.
So yeah, Fabian played this. Stefan Ivanov played something close to this, and I think this is a very strong 60. You have the removal in Eerie, which I'm really liking, which I haven't played the deck, but I really like the idea of Eerie in this 60. The way I said it made it seem like I was playing it. What?
No, it's just funny, man.
I didn't mean to, okay?
Continue.
Okay. So I like Eerie in this deck. Very strong into Lost Box, good into the early game against Zard, good into like decks that just build a huge hand, good in random situations, and I think Guardy is one of the decks that can use it very well, as you're drawing enough cards to realistically hit your one-of, so it's like the same thing as Pidgeot, where you could specifically search it, except this has a little bit more luck behind it in drawing it, but you're just drawing such a surplus of cards that you will eventually hit your Eerie. Mm-hmm. I've heard that this deck still wants to go first, even though it's playing TM Evolution, just because the format's slow enough to the point where you can get a turn to just set up to then do your final setup of TM Evolution on the next turn. So that's really cool. Your Lost Box matchup's probably favored because you're doing Fluttermane Klefki. Klefki's good into turbo hands. People were, that's how, I was reading an article that Stefan Ivanov put out, and he was like, Klefki is very strong into turbo hands because it makes them have to spend a turn because Miraidon does not one-shot you. So then you have time to set up your board, and then you have time to actually beat turbo hands. So, I was kind of confused about how Klefki helped the turbo hands matchup until I read that article, and it was like,
yeah, it just stops Miraidon from killing you turn one.
Yeah, and that kind of gives you enough time to like actually do stuff. Like it lets you Balloon Blast with Drifloon on something.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Hear me out on this. I want to try Hand Trimmer in Gardevoir. And this is why. Think of like a late game scenario when like the only way you can lose with your like 15 card hand is when you get Ionoed and then you whiff. But like, think that's like when you have one Kirlia on the board and you have like 5 cards left in deck. What if you just play Hand Trimmer, discard all your dead cards, and your whole deck is just the cards you need to win?
That's really that might be a good idea. Because then
You can also just like play it against like control, like dip a bunch of cards from your hand, or like it'd be good in like Lost Box. Probably good in a mirror because they wouldn't be like, you could play into it and then like play your hand down, play it, and then refinement after, or something.
Yeah, like you can make them discard like 4 cards.
I really like the Gardevoir deck. My main thing is if the whole game they're picking off Kirlias and then they Iono you, it's like it can be really hard to hit game because you have to like a lot of the time hit like Drifloon plus Tool or Screamtail plus Tool and like the Super Rod in that turn, or you need like Catcher plus Drifloon plus Tool, and it's just like a lot of cards to assemble when you have like a one refinement in play.
Maybe you could just play Palpad. Because then Palpad, it's like Lost Box where you would play around it by just Palpadding double Arven or something.
Well, like you need more than just like 2 cards a lot of the time. A lot of the time you have to like a 4 card combo to win the game on last turn.
Yeah, Hand Trimmer's not a bad idea.
I find a lot of the time what happens is I'll like be getting bossed Iono the whole game. I have to like rod back Kirlias. Then I have 1 rod in deck. I have to like rod back my Drifloon, get the Drifloon out, get a Tool on it, and hit Counter Catcher to win the game on the last turn. And that's a lot to hit when I like get Iono'd in my hand. It was like 10 plus cards. And I guess you could just play around with Ultra Balls, but I don't know. The idea of Hand Trimmer piqued my interest.
Tickled your fancy, as people in Britain would
I
say.
have yet to try it, but I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll get back to you guys next week if I have some time to run some games. There's no regionals coming up for a little bit, so.
Yeah, bro, message me, bro. It's fine. So yeah, I think that might not be a bad idea, because then you're able to refine your hand down to a situation where like you're able to formulate combos fairly easily. By the way, I just realized this is it. Never mind. Yeah, I think not a bad idea. That's probably the main weakness with Gardevoir is just that last turn. If after you've been targeting
it's really good. It just feels really bad when your Kirlias get picked off all game because you don't have Mirage Step to insulate against that. And I'd also maybe just like to see Third Rod. That would help a lot of the issues I've been having because then you could just like pretty easily just rod back Kirlias and not really care. Yeah, and you still have like double rod late game.
Play Miriam!
No way, dude. No way. But I think this finish shows that Gardevoir, in addition to bubbling top 8 at EUIC, is very much still a top contender.
It bubbled today. It bubbled this tournament too. Calvin Connor came 9th.
Tough.
Okay.
Get good.
Let's move on to Regan Retzloff. Good job to Joshua Frink.
Yes.
Regan
with the
Joshua. I thought it was maybe just Josh. Regan Retzloff. I've never heard of this guy.
Nope.
Never heard of Regan Retzloff.
I definitely don't have a positive record against him in regional finals or anything.
Oh! Called him out. Okay, well.
This list is cool. I like Silene. I think we saw that in a couple
Cameraman 60. Odin Cameraman's EUIC 60 played Silene. Oh, wait, I'm shuffling cards again.
I'm shuffling cards. Silene is nice because it can get back like superiors to reach for extra damage. Also good to get back rare candies into like TM Depot.
Yeah, better into the Regieleki 60s for sure.
It's also broken to get back Prime Catcher because that card's gas.
Prime Catcher is so broken.
Yeah.
Like, this 60 is good. I wonder why there is 3 C-Pow in this deck. I know a lot of lists have been running with 2 C-Pow for a while.
Yeah, I think especially with double or triple rod, you have way easier time playing double Chen Pao. I would have liked, and this might have actually won Rowan his top 4 match if you played 3 Bidoof and 2 Chen Pao.
Rowan?
Or sorry, Reagan.
You got it mixed up too. You messed up someone else's name too. Okay, I'm not the only one who messes up people's names.
Anyways, 3 Bidoof.
Yeah, I think 3 Bidoof could be nice. That or 4th Pokestop. 4th Pokestop was something I saw automatically like, ooh, we could be playing.
I do really like 4th Pokestop. I know I was hating on it, but I can see the justification for less because playing less Pokestop, sure you draw the Pokestop less, but it does technically improve your ratio of items, and also it's not always getting bumped.
For C-Pow though. We caught Pokestop for presumably C-Pow though.
Yeah, it doesn't always get bumped is the thing. Like if you're playing 4 Pokestop and your opponent's playing like 1 stadium and they bump it once, then
No,
you
I
just
only have 3 more.
yeah, you just have a bunch of dead cards. So I can see the rationale. I just like playing 4 personally, so I draw it turn 1.
Yeah.
But I
I could
drawing it
also
in
see
multiples feels really bad because it's just a card you can't play, and then milling extras off Pokestop is like pretty
I could
useless.
see the reason not to play it because we're playing 7 supporters. Old 60s used to be playing 4 Irida, 1 Iono.
Yeah, I do also really like Iono in Chenpao. It's at least a one of.
Cut C-Pow for Iono?
No, I don't think you're playing 8 supporters. I think the Silene slot is what the Iono would be, but Silene is probably just more powerful because it just lets you advance your game plan. I just hate playing decks without.
You could also Silene Superior and then Pokestop for the Superior, which is kind of broken.
Oh yeah, like it's a huge synergy with Pokestop and Bibarel and
I
concealed
like
cards.
how much synergy Pokestop is gaining. Silene, Safer Maniac.
Yeah,
Pretty cool.
for sure. But I think this is, other than that, pretty basic Chenpao list. Probably.
Yeah.
Take away Silene is probably going to be somewhat of a normal moving forward in Chenpao, especially with this finish, and it did well in EUIC.
Yeah. It definitely did. Like, Silene's pretty good. Silene has been seeing
And
play the last
Bundle.
couple of
Bundle's a good one.
Bundle's
I do
very
like
strong.
Bundle over Counter Catcher. I know it's kind of like one or the other, but I like that you can use Bundle multiple times. I like that it can be used aggressively instead of Counter Catcher having to be behind. And yeah, it's just good. And you can Irida for it. You can Irida for Counter Catcher too, but it's just really searchable, repeatable Gust.
Yeah. Iron Bundle, very, very, very strong. I've always liked Iron Bundle and C-Pal, so I'm glad to see it's getting represented. Luke Morsa, Celios Network. I got coached by this dude before. He's very chill. Charizard, 5th place. There's Charmeleon. So I'm trying to see. Okay, wait, no, this is completely different from Tord. Okay, so
It's only like 3 cards off. They've cut Turo, they've cut Yelchir, they have cut
what else
those
have
2
they
cards
cut?
for
Charmeleon,
Devo and.
for Devo, Charmeleon.
Well, I'm just trying to. What's different than Liam Halliburton?
Jirachi.
They're playing Jirachi. They're playing 1 less Turo, 1 less Yelchir. They're playing TM Devo.
Yeah, then it's the same 60.
So it's 2 cards off.
One thing I like Devo, good in the mirror, but it feels like it's getting weaker and weaker as a format.
Yeah, with double Charmeleon and Bibarel, you don't even need Mist Energy anymore because you just don't even care about Pidgeot. I feel like a lot of the time Pidgeot's just hitting the hand with Turo and or Bin with Glap Stadium now, so you can have 1 prize board states.
Yeah, true. I like it. This deck it's like a mutation of Pidge and Bib, which I kind of like. Bib's art is very strong.
I think I prefer Liam's list over Luke's, but Team Devo's cool. It'd be good into Chenpao as well. No Eerie with Team Devo is like a little less, like that's really good synergy.
I would like to see cutting TM Devo for probably like, I don't know. Like it depends. If you're
Literally,
okay
I think Liam's list is like pretty close to like right on the dot. Like that's a shmoney list. It's nice with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
I don't think I would probably just rock Liam 60. Probably will just be rocking Liam 60 to League Cups for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, Liam 60 clean AF.
Super clean. I love looking at a clean list and just being like, nice.
That's clean. Cards are min-maxed. One thing about Liam's list. All you gotta do. Cut the Blazing Destruction Charmander for the other Charmander.
Yeah, true. Ember's better. Cyrus McCain.
Wait, I don't know. Is there anything else about Luke Morse's list?
Nope.
Yeah. Good job to Celio's network. Or top 8ing. He also came in number 1 seed. He went
Yeah, no, he was doing good. It was a good tournament for him.
Cyrus McCain. The Dunsparce Moon.
Adaptation. We're playing Temple now. Are we playing? I think we're playing more Trekking Shoes than the last week's list, maybe.
Yeah.
Still playing Penny, but this deck has been proven to be good. They're playing 1 less Mooney X as well. I think last week top 8 EOS was playing triple Mooney X.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this deck. It's really clean. I love playing Dark Patch and Roaring Moon in the same deck. Yeah, it's sick.
Very clean list. Like, I think this 60... I like the Dunsparce engine. It's very good into control. because like the Dunsparce, it just can never be locked. And it's also just infinite deck, which is
This deck probably just schlacks control so hard.
yeah, it does. Probably does. I don't know. I haven't tested it much. But yeah, this 60 very clean. Like in the supporter split goes hard. The 4 Sada, 4 Explorers, 1 Boss, 1 Penny, goes hard. I'm liking how decks are now adapting to the point where like your Baby Moon is just gonna be 2-shot and you're gonna penny it, and I like that. I like there being a bit of like a tank option in decks. It's like very cool.
Yeah.
Like what
Also,
else?
Roman EX has 290, so
True, that is a beast, bro.
you just 220 them. But yeah, I think this deck is sick. I like the Temple not that much because we've so far seen the 2 highest placing Charizard lists weren't even playing Mist, and Artisan is cracked in this deck because it just gets Dunsparce every turn. So I wouldn't mind going back to more of those.
Yeah.
Or going back to 3rd Moon EX. I think you're like dangerously low on ancient cards here. What do we play? 4, 6, 10, 14, 18.
22.
22, so you're capping at 280? Yeah, I think that's really low. I guess you're just using it as like a 1 prize destroyer and like kill basic EXs kind of thing, but even then you're going to be starting to struggle to hit numbers on basic EXs because your look count is so low.
Yeah. I don't know, there's a part of me that would prefer Ancient Box to this, but I like the Dunsparce engine.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the Dunsparce is just really cracked. Like, you're just hitting what you need with this most of the time. But anyways, I think we can probably move to the next one.
Yeah, I like I think Sinnoh was correct for this event because Alessandro Camascoli just top forward with the Northern Mist. So I think it was correct for this tournament.
Yeah, I could see that, I guess.
Okay, good job to Cyrus. Brandon Dean playing Giratina V-Star. Very strong 60. His tweet was Spiritomb is broken. Temple, I don't remember if he said Temple, but I know he said Spiritomb is broken. Thornton is broken. And then, I don't know. There was 2 other cards he said were broken. I think this is strong.
I don't mind Thornton, but 2, you probably still want 3 Tina V, right? Like 2 Tina V is so greedy.
2 Tina V is very greedy. I had a game with this deck where I went flower selecting away Tina V because I hadn't checked my deck and I prized my other Tina V.
Yeah, like you just play 3 Tina V. Thornton seems fine. I don't think it's really...
Thornton seems good because then you don't have to bench Tina until you're actually like using it.
Yeah, but just in practice, like it's so hard to do that when you're getting Iono'd. Like it's so hard to be like, okay, sure, I'm just gonna hit Thornton Gate, and it's gonna be all fine. Don't worry about it.
And then you have to pitch a Tina, which is hard because when you only play 1 Ultra Ball. So yeah, I guess it's just so that you can go leaves maybe. It's also good into Lost Box when you can go Sableye.
Just play Thornton Rod, man. I don't know. I'm not a Thornton believer. I haven't tested it at all, but
it seems like one of those
wasn't good for a long time. Still hasn't been good. Maybe we saw him do it on stream, and it didn't really even do anything.
Were you watching stream?
He just like I watched a little bit of it. He like Thorntoned the Tina V into play, evolved it, and then it just got Gust KO'd, and it was like, okay, sick. Looks like you just wasted a supporter to put a 2-prizer in play to me. I mean, obviously it's good like to spray it in play, but just the amount of times you get to do that versus the amount of times it's just going to be like, wow, this could have been 13 of E.
Is like not, yeah, I think I'd prefer triple Tina V or triple Rod.
Yeah, I think I prefer that every time. Thornton, like I know really early Tina lists were playing it, but I think people just kind of realized it was a bit gimmicky, and like maybe this person just had like a really good run with had like good enough hands to use it a bunch of times. Maybe, I mean, they top it at the regional, not me, so maybe they're just right. But there was multiple testing groups that did really well at EUIC that did not play Thornton, and I would be inclined to those results being more accurate to the correct Tina list than Thornton doing well once.
Yeah, true. I think Thornton is like a bit too gimmicky. Spiritomb's really strong. I like Spiritomb. I
really like Spiritomb. Spiritomb is great. I think you're punting if you're not playing Tomb in Tina. It's like great into multiple matchups. You got Lugia, Tina, or not Tina, Control, and Zard. It's all going to be really good into. So
yeah. What else is there? This list is are the Northern Lights out yet?
No, I was just looking. I don't want to miss them.
If the
But go
Northern
ahead.
Lights come on, are you just gonna ditch?
No, I'll just look out the window. I just want to like, if they go away, I just want to like see them. I've never seen them with my eyes, so
I also
think it's
gotta
cool.
see him, bro. We
Yeah,
gotta, we
come on.
gotta, we gotta get Whitehorse regionals happening so we can see the Northern
Yeah,
Lights.
Whitehorse definitely has Northern Lights. Sorry, Pokemon.
Does it?
Pokemon.
Yeah, true.
We just have 2 more tournaments, and we've been doing this for how long? Like 40 minutes?
Yeah, we gotta. We're not gonna have time to look at top 16 of Orlando.
Oh no, we're doing top 8s only. I think we'll do a quick gander at the top 16, but keep it going.
Okay, so I think this list is notably not playing the vacuum sealstone.
Yeah, I really like that. I'm not a huge fan of this list. I'll be real. I'm not feeling it.
Yeah, I'm not really feeling this list either. I feel like
I really like vacuum sealstone, like Lucas just said. I really like 3 Tina V in my Giratina V star deck. Manaphy. Oh, there's Manaphy here. I'm not a huge fan. Maybe you need Manaphy for Chen Pao. But even then, you're just like,
they play Cologne anyway.
yeah, well, you just make them hit the clone. But then, like, it feels like you're benching another 70 hit pointer when usually you can just get away with benching 2 Comfeys, the Cramorant, and then they have to take 3 and then go through 2 Tinas. Or you can do like 3 Comfeys, 2 Tinas, or something like that. Or I just feel like it doesn't really do much, the Manaphy. Because you also feel pretty good about them killing and taking 2 prize cards and then getting Roxanne. You just go like, Roxanne, sable your bib off, and they're like, oh, shoot.
Yippee!
But yeah, Giratina's very good.
Yeah, Giratina's strong.
I'm just a bit of a hater on this list. I'll be real.
Yeah, list is not feeling it.
Congrats to this guy.
Brandon,
What's his name? Brandon?
Congrats to Brandon.
Congrats to Brandon. Great job on the top 8. You're the one with the money in your pocket, not me, so don't listen to us haters.
Fabrizio playing C-Pow. Shout out to him winning a tournament earlier this season. Having a good season. He's playing C-Pow. And also the Iron Bundle. First thing I notice here is the Iron Bundle.
2 Pokestop is wild. No way.
What?
3.
Dude, there's an Iono
Three
instead of a Silene, which is kind of nice. 2 Pokestop.
3 Rod again. I'm just like, what's so different about
2
this little thing?
Not no 70 HP Frigi. I feel like the ball counts.
Where are all the spots here going?
The ball counts have to be different. So he's playing. What? Regan playing more ball cards.
I have confusion. I'm just like, where are these spots going?
Okay, you know what? We're actually gonna open.
Oh no, I know. They're playing Counter Catcher, Iron Bundle, and Prime Catcher. There's 3. They're playing Vacuum.
His list is not playing Counter Catcher or Vacuum.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. Fabrizio is playing 2 Earthen Vessel while
So we've got in this, we're playing Counter Catcher, Lost Vacuum instead of Poffin, 3rd Pokestop, and then that's Regan's list, and then Iono over.
And then we cut. Also, this list is playing 2 Earthen Vessel, and the Regan's is playing 1.
Yeah, I think that's fine. But Chen Pao's pretty good. People, especially now that people are cutting Max Belt, I think that's gonna really bode well for Chen Pao because your Zard matchup is way better. They're not playing Max Belt.
Yeah, I think the Zard matchup is doable now. It's not just like a really free matchup.
Poggers, dude.
Which is like low-key pretty sick. I enjoy that I'm able to actually beat the BDIF now with this deck. You know, I thoroughly enjoy that.
Chen Pao.
Yeah, C-Pow's good. I mean...
Congrats to Fabrizio.
Oh, we're rushing through this, eh?
Not rushing. We've just already seen this exact deck list, bro. It's like 2 cards different.
I don't know. What do you think about the 2 Pokestop?
I think that's sus. Just play 3 Pokestop. Cut Vacuum for Pokestop every time.
True. Yeah. Yes, I see that. Okay, shout out to Fabrizio.
Okay, let's have a look at the top 16s, just the decks. So we see another Gardevoir, so 2 Gardevoirs in top 16. That's like pretty good. Gardevoir's pretty good. It's probably something you should be testing against, playing games against, know your matchup. And okay, can we see Hunter's list just quickly to see what kind of lost box it is? Is it
Shaman V?
Right. Okay, so pretty basic Shaman V.
What? Groudon?
Oh, and Groudon. Oh, what? Wild.
Groudon's kind of sick.
Groudon's been good before. I don't hate it that much. It's just like Burning Gates, but...
Discard up to 4. Yeah, like, so 240 for 4?
Yeah.
Good into
So
what
there's
is that
Lost
good
Box
into?
with
Good into
2
arc.
Arctinas. Shout out to Joe Turrentine.
We like Joe
Joe?
Turrentine playing triple Lost City in his 60.
Yeah.
We like
And
the
the
triple
bib.
Lost 60.
Clean.
We like the triple Lost City.
Then we got another Bibzard, William
Azevedo, William Azevedo, William Azevedo. He came fourth at EUAC.
Sick. Good player. Top 16 after a top 4. That's pretty broken.
And then he is playing the Erie Miss Devo. Dub. Cleffa. Like, this is pretty close to his exact. Is this his exact 60? No.
Nope.
Well, that's pretty good.
And then we got
another.
Turbo Hands.
We got a
Turbo
Turbo
Hands had a way worse. That's a pretty natural progression. Charizard wins the event. Turbo Hands goes down because Turbo Hands can't beat Zard.
Turbo Hands takes a terrible Zard matchup.
Although I will say people are cutting max belt again. Iron Hands does like that they're not playing max belt.
Yeah, you can probably go like 200 with hands and then go 3 prizes.
Yeah.
What if we just played Turbo Hands? Does it beat it? Does it beat Zard?
I'm not a fan. Not it. I don't like losing his Zard. It does not win.
Does it beat Zard?
Nope. Then we have a Zard Pidgey and Chen Pao. So this has 1, 2,
4
3,
Zards.
4. 4 Zards in top 16. That's a lot. And we have
3
1, 2,
Sea-Pows.
3 Chen Paos. That's a lot too. 2 Arctinas. This is a pretty diverse meta, man. This is pretty sick. Charizard is definitely the best deck, but there's a lot of different decks in this top 16.
Yeah, I'm liking this. Charizard is not like ADP or what's another deck?
I don't know. Zard is very good. It's obviously the best deck, but like there are most definitely other things that are good and can be played.
Yeah, I agree.
Evidence.
And that's the thing we need.
Yes. So should we move on to Perth?
Let's move on to Perth. Okay. So many Zards. Before we even get started.
Before we even look at the Singapore Regional League, so many Zards.
Woo! Okay. Well, so Perth is playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 Pidgeot Zards in the top 16. It was half of top 16.
Yeah, that's another although to be fair, it's a little bit skewed for Australia because they all kind of test together, all the big players, and they all kind of play the same list.
Yeah. Oh, Hayden Matthews. This guy's cool. What's he playing? NTV? Okay, sorry. We'll start with K1. Kaiwin. Kaiwin. My bad. He's a very good player. Kaiwin.
Kaiwin owes me Pokemon collectors and junk arms at NAIC. If you see this, please don't forget them.
Okay, so
I paid him many US dollars for those cards.
I want those cards. Cool.
So they win Australians with their Regieleki, huh?
Yeah, I think.
You think Regieleki is just objectively worse than Tord's list at this point?
No. Nope. I disagree.
That's my opinion. Just play Tord's list. It's the best Zard list. It's so broken. Well, sorry, Liam's list is better than Tord's, but
I think this 60 is very strong. You're playing the Bibarel, you're playing the Regieleki, you're playing everything that you had in like the Tord 60, and then you're playing everything in this 60 with the Prime Catcher, the Turo. You can just sonar back all of it. You can Devo spam, make it so that they can't Pidgeot, kill the Bib. You have the Erie spam into C-Pow, which I really like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think the 60 is quite strong. I think there's an argument to be made that the 60 is better.
I'm a hard disagree on that one, but agree to disagree is all good with me.
I don't know. I like the Regieleki because then you're able to play way slower. Every time you candy, you can E-Sonar the candy so that Devo is not a problem. But I don't think we play around Devo that much anymore because Devo has been seeing a rapid decrease.
Yeah, like why do you need to play around Devo when you're playing Bibarel double Charmeleon? Like Devo just doesn't affect you at all.
Yeah, true.
It just doesn't. You don't even care. It's like cool. Thanks for the free turn, bro.
Yo.
Broken free price cards.
Yeah.
But this is pretty similar. I think from the Australians that were playing it in EUIC, they dropped Temple, so I think that's pretty natural with the drop in Mist Energy and Zard lists. So
yeah, I think it's good, very good. Let's move on though. We got a lot to talk about. By the way, we forgot to talk about at the beginning of the episode. We went to a Magic pre-release, but whatever.
We could talk about the end. Little bonus rant at the end of
Jordan Palmer. So, coming second place, with
very different.
the Bibzard, with a penny, not double turbo. Not sure how much I like that, but it's like there's definitely arguments to be made. I would rather just see cut penny for Turo, cut Palpad for Yelchier.
Yeah. So for listeners, this list, Lucas has forgotten about the Hero's Cape, the Magma Basin, and the double turbo energy.
There's 3 Charmanders.
Oh, what? Lolmao. That's funny.
There's 3.
Honestly, don't prize one in that space.
Okay, well, I actually didn't see all the insane cards here. So there was a penny, there is 3 Charmanders, there is a Hero's Cape, there is a Magma Basin, there is a double turbo energy.
So the theory is you just get to develop Radzard earlier.
I don't hate that.
Yeah,
but I feel like Radzard just becomes way worse.
I also, the double turbo is nice to just hard retreat Bibarel as well.
Yeah, true.
People are going to try and boss that. You can also use it to Blustery Wind for 1 energy. 100 is definitely worse than 120, but it's still an attack with no Infernal Rain commitments, which is nice.
I'm not sure how much. I think Radiant Zard gets a lot worse when you are not playing Choice Belt. And the 60 is not playing Choice Belt.
Yeah, it's true. It's definitely worse. It's just like Choice Belt's pretty narrow. Lugia's going down in play. Tina's not super popular. Arc is not super popular right now. Both definitely good and playable decks that are doing well. Like Tina was in the top 8, but I don't hate the idea of cutting it. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, I think
because also Defiance. Like Defiance will work as a choice band. Like if you play it that way.
True, Defiance Band can work as a choice belt, but I've liked the double damage modifier. When I was playing Liam's list, like the double damage modifier was really good.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not like, I don't think it's objectively worse to not be playing.
I think right here, I think an immediate change I would make is cut Devo for like either a choice belt, a 4th Charmander, or a 2nd Charmeleon. Probably 4th Charmander.
Yeah, I think this list is just trying to fit a lot of text in, and it's just like shaving spaces off of spaces that probably shouldn't be shaven from. But
it came second.
It did. Congrats. Came second. Good job.
Good job to
4 Charmander probably, but
4 Charmander probably good, but you know.
Then
want to move on?
Brent Tonneson in 3rd with yet another Pidgerzard.
Brent Tonneson. I think this 60 is amazing. I think the 60 is so cooked. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're playing the 4 Charmanders.
Who would have thunk?
Then we're playing Double Eerie, which I really like.
Double Eerie Palpad plus Reggie Lecky. So we're out here spamming those Eries.
And then we're going. His tweet is literally 7-1-1 going into day 2. Eerie is a very good card. Like I think this is. It's also nice because we can just grab Prime Catcher, Turo, Palpad now. Or against Control, you can Sonar for Palpad, Turo, Prime Catcher. But I think you actually just can't do that. I take it back. Because the thing is, you need to have a Turo in your hand. Because if you have Palpad, Prime Catcher, and Turo and discard, they go Eerie. And then they go Counter Catcher, Mawile.
Real.
That's when it gets difficult. So I think...
Real as heck.
I think this... Are the Northern Lights out?
Nope.
Dang it. We have to get the podcast like laptop webcam Northern Lights.
All good, bro. It's all good.
Yeah, I think this 60 is very good. I like the Palpad. Palpad's kind of good. Devo is just very strong in these kind of 60s because into C-Pow you can just go like Eerie, Sonar, Devo. Like this 60 is not losing to C-Pow. This 60 is just refusing to lose to C-Pow. You go Devo Eerie, yippee!
Real.
But I think the 60 is really good.
I think it's good, but I'm pretty sure Liam's list is just better. Just do that.
I don't know, but the 60 is probably just like definitely competes with Liam's 60 for sure.
I saw Liam's list and I was like, dang, that's a clean list. And when I saw this and I was like, dang, that's not as clean of a list.
That's a dirtier list.
That's my opinion. Throw it on the table.
Ooh! I don't know. I mean, I would cut Jirachi from this because we're playing Sonar Double Eerie. Like, we're playing Sonar Double Eerie Palpad.
Yeah.
How are you losing the Lost Box?
I think I'm just fully off of the Jirachi training Charizard right now.
I think Jirachi... I'm so happy that I figured that out going to EUIC, that Jirachi is just not needed.
It was pretty good. Pretty broken to cut it.
Very proud of it. Yeah, I think I would rather see cutting Jirachi for, like, second Charmeleon, or for... Like, you could cut Charmeleon and something else for, like... I don't know. You should be able to play 59 cards in 2A specs.
Real.
I think the 60's good. Do you want to move on? Shout out to Brent Tonneson. Good job. Gitano? Gitano?
I don't know.
Gitano Pisani. Sorry if I got that wrong. Coming in 4th place with Lost Box, with, like, it's literally just Rainbow Box. It's literally Rainbow Lost Box. We're playing
just a bunch of one-ups.
Violet, blue, yellow, brown's
There's no
rainbow.
red.
Sag. Roaring Moon's mouth is red.
They're playing Moon, Hands, Raikou V, Hoopa EX, Mew EX, Spiritomb, Bundle, Sableye, Cramorant, Ninja.
So they're playing, like, everything.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that Raikou V is better than Pidgeot V. You really can't convince me because Raikou V sucks.
This is literally the Lucky Charms of Lost Box. Taste the rainbow. No, that's Skittles.
Yeah, Hoopa EX is very good in Turbo Hands.
Oh, I
very good
I
Arceus.
just did that.
What?
I just got Lucky Charms and Skittles branding mixed up. That's fine.
You did. I do like Spiritomb a lot.
Yeah, I think Spiritomb's really strong in this. I think it gives you... I think your control matchup right now is really not that good with the Eerie Luxray. So, Spiritomb makes it better. And it also is good into Lugia and Lost Box. Not Lost Box. Good into Zard. So I think Tomb is actually seeing enough value to justify playing it in a lot of decks. I think Spiritomb and Lost Box is very good. If something going into EUIC that I was considering, like maybe I could just play Lost Box with Tomb, and I just didn't because I didn't have enough testing with it. But I think Lost Box is very good, and I think the Tomb is very good. Bundle's pretty sick in this game. Do you want to say anything else?
I don't think so.
Mew's good into Tina too, because you can go Genome Hacking, Lost Impact, Frenzy Gouging, Genome Hacking, Lost Impact.
It's very good.
But they're not putting that many TMVs down in the matchup. Okay, you'll never guess the next deck, guys. Pidgeot! Pidgeot Zard! No way! 5th place, Rahul Reddy. I know, I've heard of that guy's name before. Okay.
Again with the Regieleki.
I think Regieleki's good.
Less good.
I think Regieleki's good, man.
I'm sure it's fine. It is just not as good as Liam Halliburton's list. Liam Halliburton's list is goated on goodness.
Just cut Jirachi, please.
Yeah, because Jirachi is fine. But I am not a Regieleki believer.
I think
good job to Rahul. Rahul's list is like, it's playing an Airy, 1 Turo. It's nothing really different. They're playing Palpad. It's pretty much the same as the other lists we were looking at previously.
Yeah, I think this 60 is good. I think I'd rather just see Yelchir instead of Palpad in this deck. Because when you play Yelchir, then you can, like, Regieleki for Prime Catcher, and then if they discard Prime Catcher, you can just hold Turo or Yelchir at any specific moment so that you can grab...
I would disagree with that. I think Regieleki getting back an item is probably better than looping Yelchir.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. I could see that. Yeah, that's probably true. Yeah, I think your loop into stall and control is better. It's good enough anyway. Okay, well, that was Rule Ready's 60. I think this 60 is very good. I think this is a clean 60. The barrel in the deck is so nice. I like how Regieleki's adapted to be playing the barrel. But
next deck, Regieleki's lame.
Roaring Moon to Dunsparce. Moon.
I think he got 6th in EUIC and the other tournament and this one. That's pretty funny. Playing Triple Moon EX again. I like it. They're playing the Temple as well.
I think Sinnoh's good. I think Sinnoh was a really good call for this weekend because of the Alessandro Cremascoli 60. That's like
Sinnoh's nice. But this list is pretty much identical. I think it's 1 card off. I don't know what the card... Oh, it's playing 1 less Super Odd for the Moon EX.
Yeah,
Boom.
pretty cookie cutter.
Sick. Good deck.
60 is pretty strong, pretty clean. We are actively going way over time, so we are going to keep things a bit shorter, but we're still going to talk about them slightly in depth. We're going to talk about this one a lot more. Lugia coming in 7th, being the only Lugia to top 8 in event this weekend. So
yeah, Lugia is not doing what it's meant to do. It's pretty clunky. I'll give them that. This list is playing Morty's Conviction, trying to address that a little bit. They're playing 2 copies, a bit more of like a discard synergy. Thank goodness they're playing more Boston Serena.
We should just be playing 4 Serena, I think.
Thank goodness.
I think we should just be playing 4 Serena.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I think 3 boss is good. 3 boss, 1 Serena is good. Prime Catcher instead of Master Ball, so this is a very high roll E60. But... yeah,
I've kind of been of that opinion that like Prime if you're playing Lugia, you're kind of just accepting that you gotta draw the stones like every time. You gotta draw broken hands, otherwise your deck does nothing.
What if you play Master Ball? Boss? Because you could just cut a boss because you're playing the Prime Catcher. Play 1 more contested card.
Gust is really good in Lugia. I have really enjoyed 4 boss in previous Lugia lists, and I don't think you could play too much Gust in Lugia. Being a 220 in your deck is a really good number to Gust with.
Yeah, that's true. It's a very, very potent Gust. I like the 4 Mencino. This list is looking very cooked. This 60 is looking very clean.
I like it. I like less Serena.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this list. I like it.
It's just one of your, this is a clean list moments.
Not quite a clean list. I like it.
Yeah, good 60.
It's very infrequent that I see a list. I'm like, that is a clean list. But sometimes it happens, and it's a true good feeling.
True. That's a good list. Shout out to Andy. He's a Neuvern guy. His last finish is a Brisbane Regional Lugia. I find that funny. Okay, let's go
Max Prescott for, oh my goodness, guess what this deck is? It's Charizard Pidgeot.
Woo! Another Regieleki. So Regieleki was 3 of the 4.
Yeah, this is the Australian experience, though. They all play the same deck, and they all are good. This is literally, all of these decks are basically the same. I don't think this is like, scroll down. See his list. Yeah, literally, we've looked at the same, 1st, 5th, and 8th are all the same.
1st, 5th, and 8th are all the same. We have the same thoughts.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about this one again. Good job to Max.
Haruki. 9th.
So we got 9th place.
I thought this was Regieleki again. Clean 60. Except we should just be cutting Jirachi for Charmeleon.
Yep.
And then cut Palpad for Turo, something for Roxanne, for Yelchier. Just play Liam Halliburton 60. I'm starting to agree. Shout out to Haruki, but I think Liam Halliburton 60 is actually just ideal. I want to look at Hayden Matthews because we haven't seen Sablezard, and Sablezard is actually has the highest win rate on Play.Limitless. So this is the one version of Sablezard that we are going to be looking at today, and I think this is pretty cool. Arvin's pretty cool because you're grabbing Sealstone Gate. The one Entei kind of cooked. I like the Entei. But I feel like I'd rather be seeing the other version. I'll pull up the other version of the 60 actually because I think this 60 is really cool. Win percentage, lost box Charizard. And then a 60 like this. Not the... Well, we'll actually just go to the most recent. 60 like this. This was 2 days ago. And we're playing the Iron Hands. I think you could play a 60 like this, but you could play like Raikou and Sealstone. And I think a 60 like this is good. But I like the Lightning 60, but the 60 that Hayden Matthews played was playing the Fire, like the straight Sablezard version. You're playing the Entei, which is not normal, and you know what would actually be sick in this deck? I think a Gouging Fire EX would be very good.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah. So what do you think, Landon?
I think Sablezard's alright.
I think Sablezard is... I'd like to be seeing a choice... Would I like to be seeing a choice belt? I'd like to be seeing a Defiance band. I think a Defiance band could be cool. Because then you can hit 280 into Lugia, you can hit 280 into Pidgeot. Your Combustion Blast just hit way better numbers.
Just set it up with Lost Mine though. I don't think you need it. You have Trice's Punch as well.
True. That was just an idea that came to my mind. I haven't really been thinking too much about straight Sablezard. I have the other Sables Art 60 built on live, and I want to try testing it out because it has the highest win rate on Limitless.
Yeah, it's an interesting deck.
Shout out to Hayden Matthews. Your 60 is cool.
Good job.
Bundle, Crisis Punch, Arvin, sick cards. Okay, you ready to move on to Singapore? Oh wait, I want to point out Meowscarada coming 18th.
Okay, we're not opening that list. We don't need to open that page. We can keep Meowscarada in the top 32 of the Australian Regional. That's where it's gonna stay. Great job, Thomas. Don't do it. Great job, Thomas.
But I do want to shout out. This guy played the 60 HP Sprigatitos, and when Rahul asked him why, he said, "This one has an altar, and the other ones don't. So I played this one."
Real.
That goes so hard.
I just before we close this off, we just got to talk about what's in the top 16.
My bad.
So in top 16 we have one Tina. There are a total of what we said 8 Charizards.
Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
2 Dudunsparce Roaring Moons.
Yes.
1 Turbo Hands, a Lugia.
2 Lost Box variants.
2
1
Lugias.
being Sablezard, 1 being straight.
Okay, so yeah.
1 Future
A little
Hands.
bit more Charizard here.
Yeah, 1 Tina, 1 Future Hands, 2 Roaring Moon Dudunsparces, 2 Lost Box variants, 1 of them being Sablezard, 2 Lugias, and 8 Charizards. All pretty much being the same with Regieleki. Not all.
Less good than Liam's list.
Half of them are being the same. Half of them are the same as each other. Literally half of them are the same 60.
Yeah.
Cool. So we don't have all the 60s.
We don't have all the 60s. That's right. We can only look at a couple. But this top 16 had 3 Zards, 4 Zards,
5 Zards.
Second. 5 Zards, one of which was not Pidgeot by the looks of things.
It was straight Barrel Zard.
Bibzard.
So why don't we look at why don't we look at the decks in order? So Brian won with the Rainbow Tina or something. I forget. There's a name for Super Tina. Super Tina is the name for this deck.
Raikou V and Tina. That's wild.
Raikou V hand. This is actually a deck. It's called Super Tina, and you're playing the Raikou. You're playing the hands. You're playing leaves. You're playing Sableye, Tina. You're playing everything. It's the Skittles of Tina.
Bro, I'm devastated right now.
Because you hate Raikou V so much.
How do they do this? How do they do Tina to so dirty that there's Raikou V in here now?
It's kind of nice. It's good into lugs.
No, it's not good into anything. It's terrible.
It's good into Pidge.
I want to know the amount of times this dude announced Lightning Rondo in this tournament. I would not be surprised if it was actually 0.
Yeah, I could see this just being cut for a Pidgeot. Not for a Pidgeot.
You already have Vs for your Sealstone. There's no reason to play Raikou. The only reason you play Raikou is because it's like technically sometimes the least bad V to play. But it's so bad that it's just, you can't even play it.
Guys, just play a 1-1 or Shifu VMAX line.
True. Didn't rotate.
Definitely did not rotate.
I don't mind the...
I don't hate...
I'll summarize that.
Go.
The list is cool. I don't mind Iron Hands. I think that's fine. That's a cool idea. I hate Raikou V though. That's all I'll say.
I think I understand the Raikou.
I don't at all.
But I haven't never liked Raikou when it was in my Lost Box 60s, and I've almost always wanted to cut it, but I never had the confidence to cut it.
Every time I've played the card Raikou V, I'm like, wow, this card is so underpowered. So underpowered.
Yeah, but yeah, Entei is broken.
We have Lak Wei Yi, I think I said that hopefully correctly. Second place with Bibzard.
And we're playing...
Heat Tackle Charmeleon, sussy. Entei V, sussy.
No, I would like to be seeing the Flare Veil Charmeleon. I'd like to be seeing cut one of the... I don't know. I'd like to be seeing either a 2 Ember 2 Heat Tackle split or a 1 Ember 2 3 Heat Tackle split.
Would you like to know what I would like to see in this list?
What?
Pidgeot EX.
Oh! Sorry, that was maybe too high-pitched of a scream. Sorry. Yeah. I think the 60 is pretty cool. I like how Bibzard lists... I've been playing Entei for a while, but I think I would rather be seeing it Gouging Fire instead.
Yeah, I think the thing with Entei is that you don't have to always... like, Infernal Rain, you can just go, like, attach turn 1, attach turn 2, hit your switch, or your Jet Energy. You can Cypher Maniac for either of them.
The 7 Fire Energy in this 60 is kind of peculiar. This list is very peculiar.
Yeah, just play Pidgeot, 1-1 Bibrel. It's way better. next deck. Congrats to this person.
Yeah, I think the I don't know. I don't hate the 60. Like
I do. I'm a hater.
I don't know. I like the straight bib version because you can go down to one prize board states and you can have like.
You can do that with Pidgeot too. You just turn your Pidgeot. It's the same deck. It's just like less consistent.
Dang. I mean, I guess. I don't know. We should keep an open mind. This game's second out of how many people were in this tournament? Second out of 342.
It was literally on the screen. 342. Oh. It's right underneath the name. It's right there.
My bad.
That's okay.
But I think we got to keep an open mind. It came second. It's obviously
my mind is closed. Pidgeot is better.
Third place. I'm just gonna ignore that remark. Oh, ow, 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 ow. Can't find. I like did something weird where I put my like foot, like all of my weight of my foot on top of my other foot, and I didn't have any room like under that one foot that I put the other foot on, so it made like a cramp in my foot. It's okay.
Oh, what? You're wild.
2 Arceus V-Stars.
That's wild, bro. This deck,
you need to. It's still there.
Arguably, I'd be playing 4 because I just want to draw them. Probably 3. I prefer 4, honestly. We played 4 Arc V-Star on 1 regional, and I've never not thought about it since. I'm just like, I always want 4th Arc V-Star now.
Well, you literally told me you don't want 4th Arc V-Star in this deck.
Okay, but I want it. It's just not as good as other slots in Arctina specifically because you're trying to always set up a secondary attacker. In any Arc deck where, like Arc Gigas, where you're playing a 1/1 line of like a different V-Star, 4 Arc V-Star is broken, and I always want it. And I always want it here just because it's a consistency card, but it's worse than like another supporter, and specifically Arctina, I think.
Yeah, I think the 60 is cool. I saw some guy at EUIC at the table next to me playing Capturing Aromas in Arctina.
Oh yeah, but I think here Capturing is fine, and 3rd Arc V-Star is better than 2nd Aroma like every time.
2 Off Vacuum, bit peculiar.
Also a big thing playing 2 Arc V-Star. If you prize an Arc V-Star, you are like so screwed, man. You're so screwed.
Not really, because you go Arc into Giratina.
Okay, but where's your 3rd attacker?
Giratina. You just have to manually power one up, I guess.
It's not how you can't attack with more than one Tina.
No, you can go Trinity Nova. If you go first, you can go Trinity Nova to Tina, Sharon's Care, bench Arceus, attached Arceus.
Play 3 Arc
V-Star. I would like 3 Arc V-Star.
If you're playing a game with 1 Arc V-Star, it's not going to happen. It's really going to be an uphill battle. I have a bit of experience with Arctina, and you attack with 2 Arc V-Star basically every game.
Yeah. I also would like to see the Lost Cities in this 60. I think Joe Turrentine kind of had it.
Yeah, he's cooking. Joe's clear. But Arctina...
You glitched out Arctina as well?
Arctina can only change so much.
Yeah, true.
Play 3/3 bib though.
3/3 bib would be sick. Shout out to Pharrell. Low Landen, take the wheel.
I'm gonna go with a low win soon. That seems pretty easy.
Low win soon.
Maybe Law as well. I'm not sure.
Law, yeah.
Ancient Box.
Yo, Grant! I like this 60.
I mean, that's kind of cool. You can just like pick it back up to thin cards from hand.
And you're playing the Superior.
And specifically with Slitherwing, you can one-shot Arceus. Broken.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you have both your fighting energies on there, you didn't have to play Sada that turn, you get to run the Grant. Sure. I don't think Grant is optimal, I must say.
I think I'd rather be playing just another physical ancient card. But the 60 is playing quite a few ancient cards.
If Grant worked on any Pokemon, then we're talking, 29. But it literally only makes your Slitherwing do more damage. So
yeah. I feel like I'd rather be seeing like the cutting Grant, cutting Slitherwing, playing Tusk. I'm just saying the Jake Ewitt 60.
Yeah. I think Jake 60 was pretty good. I don't think you need to change too much if you're just playing Kraton. I think the fighting energy is kind of questionable, or it's the fire, sorry.
It's just so that you can go through Noivern.
Yeah. It's literally only for that, and it's just always going to be worse than a dark energy in every other scenario. And always worse than a fighting energy, because you can't shred without a fighting and the fire, so...
Yeah. I mean, I can understand that.
Yeah, this list is fine. Just probably shouldn't play Grant.
This list is pretty clean. I'm liking the double counter catcher. I like Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just be so. I didn't mean to pull one of those.
What?
I didn't mean to try to pull one of the fake. Not the fake nice. I was trying. I was being nice. I like the 60. It's good. Good 60.
I think the 60's not great. Next deck.
Yeesh. Landon's brutal, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. If your list is bad, I'm gonna call you out. But
Future Hands is the next 60. But 5th place was an Arctina. 6th place was a Future
yeah,
Box. Like Future Box, like with the leaves.
If these people haven't posted their list on Twitter, then we don't have it, basically.
Yeah,
because this isn't ran by TPCI. This is a TPC event. So like the same organizers as like Japan, and I think Korea is ran by TPC as well. Maybe I'm wrong because they have a different tournament structure too. But so that's why we don't have these lists. We don't have them on Arcanine. So
yeah, well, Future Box with like leaves came second, but this is Turbo Hands apparently. But this looks more like Future Box to me. I don't know how this was called Turbo Hands.
3 generator, holy man.
3 generator. The 60 kind of clean.
I don't know. I don't think that.
I'd like to be seeing a 4th crown.
I think you're just gaslighting yourself into thinking you can beat Zard.
I think
you still have
if they're not playing Maximum Belt, I think the line is there to beat.
Well, I think if they're not playing Max Belt, the line is already there. The line is just going arm press, boss arm press, or you can go like arm press take 3, boss Pidgeot take 3, or whatever. Like you.
But then Turo just kills you.
Yeah, it is. But same thing here.
Maybe one leaves is good because then you can go leaves, and then you can go kill.
It makes
leaves.
literally every matchup worse because you're playing 3 grass instead of 14 lightning, and 3 generator.
But it's also just like Zard is such a huge part of the meta where that might be worth. I would like to see cutting a leaves and a grass for 2 more lightning energies.
Sure. I don't know. I'm not saying it's like horrible. It's probably something that's like playable to do. But when you're playing a generator deck and you're playing 11 lightning energies,
it's kind of sussy. Amogus.
Yeah. So
I don't know. It seems fine. 3 Iron Hands being $57 is insane. It's insane. Oh my god. Okay.
Viewers only will understand what just happened.
So, Gardevoir coming in 8th place.
Is this meaningfully different? No, they're not playing Klefki or Flutter. It's interesting.
No Klefki. I just said Klefki. No way. No Klefki or Flutter. No Mimikyu. Double Drifloon.
Drifloon.
Double Manaphy.
Yeah, I think this list is just worse than the one that did UIC.
Man. Maybe. I would prefer the Fabian 60.
I think Fabian 60 is better.
But, yeah, I think the 60's fine. You know, we're playing the double Drifloon. You're not having to super audit. We're playing the Luxurious Cape. I think Fabian's list was playing. Was Fabian's list playing?
He did. Yeah, yes. This is playing Mimikyu, double Drifloon. I think you should play Flutter, Klefki.
Yeah, and then we should play Mimikyu.
Yeah.
I also am not a huge fan of this route split.
No.
I would like to see cut double side shot, cut memory skip, play 4 TP burst.
Nope, play 1 memory skip.
But why?
Because it literally never punishes you and sometimes wins you games.
It's good in the Snorlax.
Yeah, you just evolve the memory skip one into Kirlia.
Stefan Ivanov literally wrote this in an article. He was like, it just makes the Snorlax matchup more awkward because then you have to evolve the memory skip into the Gardevoir.
That's fine. Just do that.
I don't know. I think
memory skip, there's like pretty much 0 downside to playing it.
Maybe. It's also nice in the Zard to be able to go like Iona memory skip.
Yeah, no, it's great. It will just win you a game every once in a while that you would not have been able to win otherwise. Also can be getting an Iron Hands, but I think we can move on from this one.
Yeah, you're already losing Iron Hands with this 60 because you're not playing the Klefki.
Yeah, this list 60 is it's not it.
In your opinion.
Don't sugarcoat me, man.
What?
Don't sugarcoat me. I said what I said. Tina?
I don't know. I feel way more awkward saying it. I don't know. I just feel like it comes off as rude, but it's not rude.
It's not rude. It's not
Not.
personal.
It's
I just
not
think their
personal.
list is suboptimal.
I don't know. It's just like whenever I say it, I have the thought where it's like, is that rude? And it's like, no, not really. Like you're not like bashing the person. You're not like, man, you suck. You're a terrible human. You played this card instead of this card. It's
Your
like,
list is just worse than a better list. That's what I have to say.
yeah, and that's not personal. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel awkward. So if I ever sugarcoat in the future, it's just because I'm like scared or something.
Ninth place.
Ninth place,
Tina V star?
Giratina, very clean 60 right off the bat. Triple Tina V, triple
My
Tina
goodness.
V. But not
list.
a lot of search cards. 4 Nespel, 2 Poffin. Not that much.
Pretty low, but it's a good Tina list. I like it.
Yeah, good Tina list.
Better than the other one we saw.
W Tina list.
I still think the Azul's groups list is great. I think they have the best Tina list.
What was Azul's 60?
I don't know.
I don't remember it off the top of my head. He came like top 16, right? Cool. So this is from EUIC. So we're sidetracking a bit here. Ooh,
We're sidetracking way too much.
clean. Oh my goodness. Toon.
Clean list.
Triple pop.
Back to what we were
Okay.
doing before.
Back to Singapore. Cool. Yeah. You'll never guess.
Another Charizard?
Charizard Pidgeot. Very clean 60.
Playing Regieleki. I'm molding.
Regieleki. Wait.
Off my screen.
Whoa.
Get it out of here.
Whoa. Wait, why are we playing Regieleki but no Prime Catcher?
I don't know, man.
Doesn't that defeat the right reason to play it?
No, it's still fine. You slip other things, but I'm a hater. Regieleki mid.
Sorry, guys.
Liam's list is better.
Another list. That last list of the
Please don't
episode
play Regieleki.
is another Charizard Pidgeot. Is it playing Regieleki? No.
Let's go. Better list.
And this is clean. This is
This list
clean.
is way better.
This is
This
clean.
list is way better.
Ooh.
They're playing Vivarel. They're playing 1 Charmeleon.
They're playing
They're playing
Cleffa.
an Airy. So this is pretty much Liam's list, except for they're playing Airy instead of second Charmeleon.
And they're
I think-
playing Jirachi
Jirachi as
instead
well.
of.
Not sure what.
Oh.
Whatever. It's a pretty similar list. They're just playing Airy, which Liam was not.
Oh,
I think
wait, he was then Jirachi for second Turo and then Palpad for Yelchier.
nice. I still think Liam's list is the best one.
Yeah, I think Liam's list is let's talk about that. Let that be the end of the episode. Let's just quickly talk about this real quick. Top 16, 5 Charizards, 1 being straight bib, 2 future boxes. How many Tinas? 2 Tinas, 2 Arc Tinas, 2 ancient boxes, 1 Roaring Moon, 1 Gardevoir, and a Lugia. So that's your Singapore, Orlando, and Perth regional championships. So let's close out the episode by talking about some takeaways you have from that. I think we can agree Liam Halliburton's 60 is probably ideal for Charizard.
Okay, wait. 3 takeaways. 3 of them.
3 of them each.
Sam. 3 from you, 3 from me.
Okay, for me, I noticed that there was 0 controls in the 48 deck lists we saw today, which is pretty sad for me, but it happens. Gardevoir very strong. Gardevoir very, very good. I think Gardevoir should be getting more attention. Klefki Flower remains very strong in Gardevoir. And just as a whole, I think Gardevoir's in a good spot in the meta right now.
Okay.
And what else? What's the third take? What's the third take?
You can stop at 2 if you don't have a third one, but you should have a third one.
A lot of the 60s are playing Regieleki. An increasing amount of
Literally only in Australia.
and Singapore.
Okay. Very close to Australia. I would not say Regieleki was more popular.
But yeah, okay. There was a lot more Regielekis in Australia than there were in America, which is pretty surprising. Not really. Brent Tonneson. The Australians were the people who brought the Regieleki to EUIC.
Other people did too. But so those are your 3 takeaways. So recap, Gardevoir, you like Gardevoir?
I like Gardevoir.
No control.
Liam,
And
control.
Regieleki is more popular than
Regieleki
you.
is more popular.
Okay.
What are
So
yours?
my takeaways Charizard will continue to be, and will be for a while, the best deck. In addition to that, Liam's list is OP. It is the best Charizard list if you're not playing that rough 60. I think you're playing less good of a list. That is my opinion. I think that Gardevoir is a very strong deck in the metagame. You should be very concerned for your Gardevoir matchup. It is going to be a matchup that you will lose to if you're not prepared for it, and or not teching for it, and or have not tested for it. Just know your Guardian matchup, make sure it's good, or know why you're losing to it. And the third takeaway, I think I'll probably do something about Control too. I think it's interesting to see Control doing so poorly. And I'm not super surprised by it, because you don't have like that free Charizard matchup anymore. It's still a little bit favored, but the Turo ×2 plus the Yelcheer definitely gives the Zard player a very feasible out to you as the control person. And then also Chen-Pao is probably a good matchup. That going up is good for you. But and Gardevoir going up is bad for control. I just think that it's like kind of shifting in towards less of a good metagame for control already.
I think control is still very favored in the Zard. But keep going.
Okay, I just said that. That's still favored. It's just not free.
Yeah.
When you take one of your absolutely free matchups that you're just saying is like free, it's something I will win every time, and then taking it to probably like 40, 60. I would not go that far. 40, 60. If it depends who you're playing against. If you're playing against like Liam Halliburton or someone like Tord or someone that's playing optimally, did Tord literally not beat control in top 8 of the EUAC?
Oh, well, he did, but he also lost to one in Swiss. He lost to Alessandro Cremascoli.
Yeah, but if you're beating it in top 8, I'm not saying it's unfair.
It was also a very drastic list change.
Aggressive.
It was a very drastic list change. Burt Walters playing the Snorlax Pidgeot, and Alessandro's playing the straight Pidgeot control.
Okay. But I don't think 70-30 is accurate. I would give you 40-60. I'll give you that. But I don't want to argue with that.
Yeah. Okay, I can understand that. I can see that take.
Yeah, control, it's like you have some very bad autos, like you do never want to see Lugia, you don't want to see Arctina. Arctina also did pretty well this weekend. I don't think any cracked top 8 in... No, it was just a bunch in top 16, except for Singapore had one in top 8. You don't want to see others matchups. Regular Tina is not a good matchup, so like, what matchup do you want to hit, man? Like, you want to hit Guardy, you don't want to hit Guardy, you don't want to hit Charizard that often, you don't want to hit Tina, you don't want to hit Arctina, you don't want to hit Lugia. Like, what matchups do you want? You want Chen-Pao? That's it.
You want Charizard, you want C-Pao. Turbo Hands is still a weird matchup.
Turbo Hands, if they're playing double psychic, is not that good for you either. So like I totally understand why control is falling off. I think control, what I just said out loud, I think control is actually a horrible play in this metagame.
Maybe.
I'm not surprised to see results reflect that, especially in such a large tournament. Like, what's the highest placing control deck?
Wait. Let me find it. Snorlax still at 30th. But then the straight control is 83rd.
Yeah, man. That's pretty bad. This is a pretty bad weekend for that deck.
Yeah, true. Oh, I just closed Google. I'm sorry.
Okay. Oh, well, that's fine. That means it's the end of the episode. So that's our thoughts on the tournaments that happened this weekend. I think the meta developing kind of makes sense, somewhat what I was expecting. I'm really not, now that that blurb I said out loud, I've totally been like, that makes so much sense. That control did not do well. Like, you've barely any good matchups. But yeah, watch out for Gardevoir. Be less concerned about control, I guess. But still know the matchup, still know what you're doing.
I don't know.
Especially as a Zard player.
I'm going to keep testing control. We're going to see how it does. See if I can break it or something, but...
No, I think control's still a playable archetype. It's just like, it's kind of... I think maybe it'll come around later in the format. I think control is just one of those decks that you have to pick the right tournament for. I don't think it's just like going to be blanket good. Especially like once you start catching people lacking that aren't teching for it as well. Like if Zard lists start cutting towards less copies of Turo, no Yell's Cheer, and they're playing one switch out again, then sure, like you can get them. 100% you can. But you just gotta be careful, I think.
Yeah. This makes sense.
But that's the episode. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching. I'll get outro. You got intro.
Yeah.
Okay, well, you have been listening to the Lost My
Whoa. You gotta tell them to like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review.
I was gonna do that.
No, you were gonna forget.
No. You have been listening to the Lost My Pokemon Trading Card Game podcast. Please leave a like, subscribe, share, comment. Don't do what Landon is doing. Yeah. Do all that good stuff. Leave us... No, wait. We might not even be posting this to Spotify. If we do post this to Spotify, leave us a review. 5 stars, please. Thank you, everyone, for watching and listening. I should be saying. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Have a great rest of your day, week, and we will see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye. Skibbity see ya.
Oh, my God.